All right, good afternoon, everyone, to our U.S. English-speaking actors family. We appreciate you logging on and joining us on this middle of the week Wednesday. We do want to excuse our CEO, David Brown, from our call today, but we have our co-founder and our president, Ryan Thompson, filling in. Ryan wasn't with us last week, and so we really appreciate him joining us this week on the call. We also have our COO, Angie Hawthorne, here, and we appreciate her and all what she does, as well as the many leaders that we have on this call, both familiar and also new names that we have. And so welcome to our call. There are some updates that we have. There's also some special presentations that we will be getting into later on. But nonetheless, I actually took my third booster shot yesterday. And it has the capability of fighting off all the different variants that COVID has. And so I was feeling a little under the weather last night and little this morning, waking up in a cold sweat, but that's kind of how the body feels, or the body reacts when something foreign enters into the body. I know we have those things, some of those that try link, especially in Japan, when they take it for the first time, their body kind of like, is in a detox mode saying, whoa, what's going on? And then a couple of days later, they start to feel better. So nonetheless, I look forward to feeling better, because come October 11th, in order to go to Japan, you need 3 COVID shots or booster shots, and then you don't have to quarantine. So that was my preparation to go there. So different parts of the world are finally opening up, and we are able to travel, we're able to do things with others all over the world. So look forward to my days back in Japan, but also days with you, working with you hand in hand. It's a fun group. It's an energetic group. And I cannot wait for all of us to start to meet more in person than we do on these Zooms. And so until then, let's keep working. Let's do what we need to do. And I will start the other part of my presentations later on after I turn the time over to Angie for our announcements.
All right, thank you, Stu. And this is probably one of my favorite update calls that we get to do in the month, because we get to go over the recognition. And we had a fantastic September. It was amazing. And we're excited to see what everyone can do for October. But we're going to jump into this, and we're going to jump into the announcements as to what do we have going on in October, and then recognize those that rank advanced and also did some amazing things in September. So let's get to this. Okay, the first one is our communication channels. So be sure to subscribe to our Telegram channel, that's Actives USA. And then also you can subscribe to our text blast, which is the 844-738-7941. If you just text activate to that number, you'll get a reminder 1 hour before the meeting starts. But our Telegram channel is probably the most important. We are going to be sending out, we recently updated the opportunity presentation in English. So it's all new. It's designed well. It looks fabulous. So we're going to be sending that out on our Telegram channel. We'll also post it in the back office. So anything we put on our Telegram, you can also find it in the back office, but you'll be the first to know about it if you do subscribe to our Telegram channel. So be sure to subscribe. And then also we're making a more of an effort on our social media. So be sure to like and our Instagram and our Facebook pages. So the English Instagram and Facebook is Actives USA. You'll also see that on the Telegram channel is Actives USA. So anything in English is going to be on the Actives USA social media and also Telegram. So be sure to subscribe to us, like our pages, get our updates, see our cool little images, and find out some more information, especially about our products. We have some cool research that's going on about the ingredients in the products. So those are great places to get the information. All right. Okay. For October, we have a cool promotion going on. If you have an order, a reorder or an auto ship of 100 to 199 PV, you're going to get 15 product credits, and those will be rewarded the Friday after the order is placed. So, and that means if you place your order on Friday, you won't get reward points until the next Friday, but then any orders between Friday through Thursday, the reward points will be updated on the next Friday. And then if you have a reorder or auto ship of $200 to $299, you're automatically going to receive a free Essence toner. And if you have an order of $300 to $479, you'll receive the toner and the mud. And then if you have an order of $480 or more, you'll receive the whole Emora set. So this is exciting. This is a fantastic promotion. Be sure you have your auto ship set up. This is for auto ships and reorders only. So this does not include enrollments, but if you have a reorder and auto ship, you can earn some free product for the month of October. Okay, our October is also the last month for the 500 Club. I know there's a few people on this call that are really close to qualifying for the 500 Club. So have your plan in place. Make sure you know what you need to do to get your 10 enrollments. It was 10 enrollments from August 1st through October 31st. So this is the last month. If you do have new people coming in, new enrollees do get 90 days from when they enroll to qualify for the 500 Club. So this is specifically for existing distributors or the new enrollees that didn't hit their 90 days. I guess they're existing distributors anyway. So, but be sure you have your plan to qualify for the 500 Club since this is the last month. All right. I obviously forgot to put something on that one. Our meeting schedule for this month is, again, every Wednesday we have our corporate update calls. The second Saturday, which is coming up this Saturday, we have our active schools. And then the first Tuesday of every month, we have our Tuesday testimonial call. And then our third Tuesday, we have our newcomers welcome call, which we're actually going to change the name of that a little bit. So we're going to have David and Ryan be hosting our every third Tuesday call from now on. So that will be a nice change that's coming up. So coming up, yesterday, we had our Tuesday testimonial call with Jerry. Jerry hosted the call. He had Aaron and he had Warren and not Patricia, Tanya on. Sorry, I'm forgetting names. Absolutely fabulous testimonial call. It is being posted to YouTube as we speak. So that should be uploaded by the end of this call so that you guys can log on there. If you missed it, be sure to go to our YouTube channel. That's another place you could subscribe to and watch the testimony call. They were absolutely phenomenal. It's amazing to hear the stories about what the products can do for people. And I would say it's probably one of my favorite calls that we have is our Tuesday testimonial call. So be sure to go on YouTube, listen to that call and hear the updates that we had on there. This coming Saturday, we have our active schools. So this is in English. We have Leader A6, Maribel Cardona, who's going to be presenting. We also have Leader A4, Grant Hillam, and we get to hear from retired Vice Admiral Matt Winter. So be sure to put that on your calendar. Don't miss it. It's this Saturday, October 8th, and it starts at 9 a.m. Mountain Time. We have some fabulous speakers. This is going to be a great call. Be sure you have your reminder set. Okay. We are going to get into our recognition. So the first thing we're going to recognize is we are recognizing our top enroller for September. And we actually had a tie for September. We had Coco Gonzalez. Congratulations, Coco. And Stu, you might have to help me with this pronunciation of this next name, Maili Mojica. So
it's Miley.
Miley, okay, Miley Mojica, congratulations for being our top enroller for September. It's a lot of work, and we appreciate all the effort that you put into, and we just want to congratulations for being the top enroller for September. Okay, moving on. So our September top enrollers, we had Coco and Miley. We also had Griselda. So congratulations, Griselda, Tom Michael, and Carolyn Clark. So congratulations to those that were their top enrollers for September. For our 500 Club, we had Tom Michael, Iris Velasquez, Sandra Chavez, Margarita Zarate, Luis Villalobos, and Cirila Saldana, and Mirna de la Rosa. And sorry if I slaughtered any of those names. Those are our 500 clubs that qualified in September. For the top 5 enrolling states, we had California was top. California is typically our top enrolling state. So go California. Next, we have Texas, Arizona, Nevada, and Illinois. So keep going, keep those enrollments coming in and make sure that your state stays on top of our top enrollment list. Our top 5 states for sales, again, California. These are a lot of the same states that we just said. So California, Texas, Arizona, Utah, and New Mexico. So congratulations to those states. The top 5 growing states for enrollments, we have Illinois, Pennsylvania, Massachusetts, Indiana, and Georgia. And you can look at these. Some of these states are growing by 300%. As I stated before, we had a fabulous September, and it's reflected in these numbers here. And these states are the ones that are up and coming states that are really adding to the growth of the company. As far as sales goes, the top 5 growing states are Mississippi, Iowa, Kentucky, Pennsylvania, and Louisiana. So good job to those states, and let's keep those sales and enrollments going. All right, for our recognition, drum roll. So we have a few new ranks for the month of September. Our first rank that we are going to recognize is we are going to recognize Coco Gonzalez for reaching the rank of Leader A9. Coco worked extremely hard. She's been working really hard since she joined Actives, but she did a big push in September. And the thing about Coco is she never gave up. Coco, sometimes she runs into roadblocks. I know that she can get frustrated, but she never gives up. She always digs deep and she pushes through until she hits her goals. And it's really showing in the development of her organization and this new rank advancement. So Coco, congratulations on reaching the rank of A9. I know how hard you worked for it. We also want to recognize Susie Boyd for reaching the rank of Leader A7. Susie also worked really hard to hit this rank. She's also been pushing to grow her organization, working with her leaders, and she worked until the last minute. And I was so excited to celebrate with her on reaching the rank of A7. So congratulations, Susie. All right, also we have Tom Michael. He reached the rank of A6. So congratulations, Tom. Tom is fairly new to Actives. I think he's only been with us for 2 or 3 months now. Tom is with Roy, and he's been working hard. He qualified for the 500 Club, so we want to congratulate and recognize Tom Michael. All right, we have for the rank of A5, Ana Maria Navarro. Ana Maria has been also working hard. Ana Maria is within Susie Gutierrez's group, and they have a great group growing there in Texas. And we just want to congratulate Ana Maria Navarro for reaching the rank of Actives A5. We also want to recognize Sandra Luz Chavez de Saron for also reaching the rank of A5. It's the step before you get to qualify for the Global Bonus Pool. So this is a great rank to be achieving, and have your sights set on the rank of A6 so that you can start participating in the Global Bonus Pool. We also want to recognize Rosario Gonzalez. So Rosario is with Coco, and she reached the rank of A4, helping Coco reach the rank of A9. So congratulations, Rosario, for reaching the rank of A4. Susie Boyd also rank advanced her second business center. So Susie rank advanced her second business center to the rank of A4. For those of you guys that are not aware, once you get to the rank of A6, you can activate your second business center, which just means that you're double dipping in the comp plan. So it's not a bad thing to do. So congratulations, Susie, for reaching the rank of Actives A4. And then we have Jose Rodriguez Machias for the rank of A4. Congratulations. And then the rank of A3, we have Patricia, Diane, Sonia, Cerilia, Miroslava, Mirna, Luis Malenka, Laura, Nora, David, Francisca, Luzniza, sorry, that was not a very good pronunciation of that, Grisela, and Guadelia. So congratulations for reaching the rank of A3. That is all that I have for today, Stu. So I'm going to turn the time back over to you.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, everyone. All those that ranked advanced, all those that reached the 500 Club, and also congratulate Angie for the pronunciation of those names. As you can tell, it's better her than me pronouncing those names. But we are very appreciative of each and every one of you, whether you're on this call or those that couldn't join because you might be in the middle of work or doing other things. But please let those people know that ranked advanced, that accomplished these 500 Club achievements, that we appreciate them, we love them, and we continue to encourage. And we're the biggest cheerleaders over here for each and every one of you. So congratulations and thank you so much. As Angie pointed out, there were a couple of those that we recognized today that worked hard, and they worked hard till the very end. Even till a couple days ago, you know, there were a couple enrollees or enrollments coming in, getting them to where they needed to be to rank advance. And so we actually wanted to ask Coco Gonzalez and Susie Boyd to share their thoughts and give them a moment here to reflect on what it is to rank advance to, you know, an A9 and A7 respectively. And so with that being said, I will let Susie Boyd, our newly ranked A7, say a few words. Time is yours, Susie. Can you take yourself off mute real quick, Susie, so we can hear you? There you go.
Hey, everybody. It's good to be here. Stu had asked me if I would come on and say a few comments, and just thinking about it, yes, I did push to the very end. It was within reach, and I said, I can't miss it. I've got to do it. Also, some of my rank advancements on some of my team, and I didn't even know Miley Mojica, she was new to actives on my team. She was tied with top enroller. So congratulations, Miley. That's awesome. As far as
Thanks, Susie.
You're welcome. As far as building, I just find I stay in the mode of continually sharing, bringing the information to new people, finding ways that I can help them not only with their health, but with their financial situation. And of course, I'm certainly available to help my team with whatever they need. But in the meantime, I'm still in that builder mode. And I imagine we always will be to some extent or another. But there's no place I'd rather be than here with actives. It's been incredible. The health transformations that are available to people through these products, we have been given such a huge gift with these products and this business. So I'm blessed to be here, and thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Susie. We are blessed and fortunate to have you part of this Actives family, and we thank you. And the thing that you said is how you can help your team, and I like that. If you help others, and this is a business that you can leverage each other in being successful. And so those are great comments. Thank you so much. I'd like now to turn the time over to our newly ranked up A9, Coco Gonzalez.
Well, I was surprised. I know they ranked A9. I didn't know that was top enroller. So I was like, but I will tell you something. I'm thankful to God. I'm thankful to my team. And I'm thankful for the habits and the commitment for not quitting and be doing it. It's 2.5 years that I started when Actives opened in the United States. And I will tell you something that I remember, and one of the trainers, Christina Godoy, she said this: the people, I did the 500 club in the 90 days. One was one of my big commitments, and I did it. And I remember in one of her trainings, she said that the people that you start, that's not the people that's gonna go with you to the top. And I was like, oh my God, how the people I'm putting out, they're gonna miss it, and they're not gonna be with me. And I would tell you, those 10 people that I started it, 4 still here, but they are passive. They are consuming the product, but are not doing nothing. However, that didn't stop me, and I started enrolling. At the beginning, I didn't know how to understand very good the compensation plan. And I know why when people that already has, how to say, not training, but they had knowledge coming from other companies, they're able to apply that, and it goes easy for them. For me, I needed to start from scratch, and I've been trying everything. Some things are working, some things not. The majority is working. but I'm learning. I love the fact that if something doesn't work, don't do it anymore, and correct it and change it. I want to be very thankful, and I want to mention to Diane, John, and her team, Roy. I know how Diana worked and Roy to get where they at. I was able to support them. We are in calls very late, and some of her people or Roy's people that are, doctors and things like that. So they require more than just send me the info about the products and that's it. They needed more attention, and we did it. I want to congratulate Andrea Jaeger, the tennis player. She was top enroller last month, and that was like a shock for me because somebody that never is going to put her reputation name to sponsor any company. She's doing for a good cause of cancer. She believes in that, so she believes in the science of the product. So I was gonna say thank you for her for trusting me. Thank you for David. Thank you for you guys, for Diana, Rosario. Even I want to be thank you for the people that there are distributors, but they are not like taking yet. They still like yes, no, because they are committing somehow and they are putting the auto order every month, and that helps a lot. So I was not only helping the people that they are ready to go to the top, I was also constantly putting attention to the people that, that they forgot to put the auto orders. I was signing people. I feel that also a very good clue for help people to rank advantage to A3, A4 is to have customers. And I was able to sign people that didn't want to sign as distributors yet, but they want to be a customer. And I was able to place it in places where they're able to push others to rank. And all that I'm be learning to the trainings. I'm very grateful that I speak Spanish because I learned a lot from the big leaders from Mexico, from Cristina, Claudia, Susie, all of them. And all the time when I feel stuck, I go to the calls and somehow I guess I am sending the energy and they talk about that topic, and that helped me to translate it to the team. And also I'm very good listener. And I remember Ryan Thompson mentioned something about build trees. You become a machine of building trees and then go build A6. And I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. And so yeah, personal growth. I don't think I am the same person that I started 2 years ago and now. So I take time in the mornings to learn more about me and to, I guess, to bet better. But I'm so grateful for you guys, for the products, for the science and the sport, for the team. And I think, and I was feeling it. I know I was going to rank A9. I was working on the last minute, and I still need to deal with the house, with the baby, but that's no excuse to do things as you want it. And now I am just concentrate to help the rest to rank more. I'm pretty sure that Diane is going to rank. She has a very strong team, and I'm so happy for her. And I think that's it.
Great. Thank you so much, Coco. We appreciate you, and we know how hard you and your team work, and the results show that. But they don't also show the commitment. The word that you used was a commitment that you have. And then sometimes, we might not always see it, but we know how hard you work and your team. So thank you again for all that you do. I saw that we had our A16, Christina Godoy, on the call as well. And so we just want to give a shout out to her and let her know that we appreciate her in her business schedule as being one of the top ranked distributors and leaders here at Actis, for always joining on our calls as well. So with that being said, I would want to turn the time over to our president, Ryan Thompson, for our closing remarks.
Thanks, Stu. Good day, good afternoon. I guess it's afternoon everywhere now. I hope you guys are all doing great. I feel like I haven't been here for a while on this call, Stu. I've been over in your neck of the woods in Oahu, and that was amazing to spend a few days there. and go to a place that I've never been before. And it was really remarkable. And I don't want to invite people out there, Stu, because it's going to turn the place into a tourist area where you live. But Stu lives where Stu lives. It is absolutely paradise. It is absolutely a little piece of paradise. I won't tell you where he lives on the island, but man, Stu, we should all be very envious of what you've got going on. But it's great that you're able to work remotely and still do a great job at everything you do with Active. So thank you. And thanks for loaning us some of your surfboards. My kids really appreciated it. That was great. All right, guys, what do I want to talk about? First of all, I want to give a quick shout out to all the new growth that we have going on. I think I may have mentioned this a little while ago, but the US grew by about 30% month over month. And, you know, we're closing September officially. New ranks are coming in. Congratulations to all those new ranks. But what that means from my perspective and from, you know, sort of a macro perspective is the US is starting to move, guys. Good job. Congratulations. 30%. Imagine if we grew 30% every single month. We'd be doubling the size of the company every 4 months, right? I mean, it's not exactly 4 months, but every 4 months we'd be doubling. So let's keep it up. Let's see if we can double the size of our market in the US every 4 months. 30% growth month over month is very impressive. I also want to give a quick shout out to some of my neighbors here in Northern California. I see Christina's, there's been a lot of great activity, new team members joining Actives, and I look forward to meeting everybody. And I want to give a shout out to Christina, Godoy, Sonia, Isabel, and all the activity that's taking place here in Northern California. I mean, California is one of the biggest markets. How many millions of people do we have here? 30 million, over 30 million people. It really is a gold mine just waiting to be tapped. So I want to give a shout out to all of them. I was also checking out a report recently, and I just will share with you a tidbit. I wish I could do this for all of you, but I was just checking. I was spot checking people's growth. You know, some people grow not everyone grows every month, right? Sometimes you go up, you go down, you go up, and you go down, and you hope that over time, you know, you end up here higher than you were when you started. It's not always a straight line up, but I'll tell you, one of our leaders here, one of our neighbors, grew by $120,000 in volume last month, Claudina Brenneman. So I want to give a shout out. I think it was her biggest month ever in the history of Actives and in her time in Actives. So imagine growing from 1 month to another by $120,000 in volume. That was impressive. I just saw that a few moments ago before jumping on the Zoom. So I want to give her a shout out and congratulate her as well. Guys, I want to talk a little bit about vision. I don't want to take too much time, but of all the things that we could talk about today, starting a new month of October, we're getting ready to close in on 2022. I hope all of you guys are focused and know where you want to go this year. Don't just let things happen accidentally, right? You got to aim for something. You know where you want to get, know where you want to arrive, and then really aim for it. So I want to talk a little bit about vision. And something that I learned back in 2003 when I attended something called the Mastermind Conference. I'm not sure what they call them anymore, but they used to call them masterminds. And it was 2003, and I remember it because it was really poignant. Some of the lessons that I took away, and some of the people that I met, and that later became mentors of mine. And I learned a little anecdote that has to do with vision. I want to share it with you. Hopefully it'll help some of you as it helped me back then and continues to help me. There was a guy that I met and he talked about vision. He said, you know, it's interesting when we think about statistics and success. He says, isn't it interesting the diet industry, and isn't, you know, getting rich and winning the lottery interesting? And he went on to talk about that. He said, you know, for those of you who don't aware, people that, you know, win the lottery, right, do something just buy a lottery ticket, or they go to Vegas, or they go to, you know, they play the slots and they win it big. He says, isn't it interesting that on average within 5 years, almost all of them, and I think the number he threw out was like 95%. I don't know if that's actually the real number, but a really high number. He says that everybody winds up where they were before they won the money, before they got the money, before they struck it rich on the lottery. 95%. And he said, why is that? Why do you think that is? And he went on to talk about people that engage in crash diets, right? Where they'll do something that is I'll just say unnatural or inorganic, and maybe they'll take a supplement or something, or they'll tighten their belt and they'll hit a goal. And he says, after 12 months, 97% of them have gained all their weight back. Why is that? And everybody we all kind of looked at each other and said, boy, I don't know. But, we've all heard that. I had heard some anecdotes even before this conference I attended, but it was interesting to really be faced and ask that question. Why is it? Why is it that people who win the lottery end up losing it, or at least going back to where they were within 5 years? And I've heard that many, many times over. And I'm assuming that many of you have heard that too. We've got to ask ourselves why. And what this man conclude is he says, we've got to understand that success and growth, personal development, it's not a function of doing something inorganically, buying a lottery ticket or taking a diet pill, right? And expecting the rest of your life to just change. He says, you've got to ratchet up your energetic level, right? You've got to implement the right habits. You've got to change who you are. But he says it starts with what your vision is, what your vision for yourself is. And he says, I'll call that philosophy. In network marketing, we often call your philosophy your why, right? Your why. And it's not just the money you want to make or your health goals that you're trying to achieve. Your why goes far beyond that. It's what that thing is. It's what is represented, right, by freedom, right? If you don't have to worry about money, what would you do? What would the most important things in life be to you? Is it raising your children? Is it not paying someone else to do that? Is it getting to know the rest of the world and traveling? I mean, those are aspects of what might define someone's why, but he referred to it as philosophy. It's also your vision, right? And these words are synonyms and interchangeable. And he says that is going to inform something that is really important. It's called your attitude, right? But if you don't have your vision, you don't have anything to inform an attitude, and your attitude is going to change all day long. It's going to blow around in the wind. And he says your attitude is going to inform something else, which is a word called action, right? Your attitude informs your actions. So your actions is what you do every day. What do you do when you wake up? What do you do, by the time it's lunchtime? What do you do before you go to bed? What are the actions that you take? And he says actions are really important because actions inform the results that you get in life. So enough time goes by, your results are an amalgamation of all the actions that you've taken during every single day leading up to that point. And he says, and your results in life, if you get enough of the same result, a pattern will present itself, and that pattern will manifest itself in your lifestyle. The lifestyle you have is a result of, to use the word twice, the result of your results. Your results come as a result of your actions. Your actions come as a result of your attitude, and your attitude comes as a result of your vision, your personal vision that you wake up with every day. And he says the people that will win the lottery or that will do a crash diet and then after a year gain their weight back, it's because they start with the action phase. They're not starting with their vision phase. They'll take action, they'll buy a ticket, something like that, but they're not changing who they are on the inside. They're not changing this, right? They're not changing their habits. They're the same person that they were. And he says those results, those changes don't last, right? We will ultimately, where we are today and where each one of you is today is a result of who you are on the inside. And I sometimes people get offended when I've said this in the past. They say, well, wait a second, you're saying that I deserve to be in this financial situation or in this situation in life? I'm not saying that you deserve it. I'm saying that you've manifested it, right? by your decisions, by your attitude, by your actions, by your philosophy, and by your vision for yourself, because all of that stuff informs the habits that we have every day. So long story short, that is a linear anecdote. And I think that the linear anecdote really works, right? And again, to just borrow from something that I learned back in 2003, if we want the results to be long lasting, don't start with the action phase. Action is critically important. What's as important as action is your vision, your why. Start there every day. And if you don't know what the vision is for yourself, boy, stop doing what you're doing until you know what you want to achieve, who you want to become. That will inform your attitude. Your attitude is going to protect you from the highs, from the lows that you're going to inevitably run into, right? But that attitude will inform the right action, which will inform the right result, which will eventually give you the lifestyle that we're all hoping to achieve. And at the end of the day, here at Actives, yes, we have a foundation built upon epigenetic science. Yes, that makes us unique. Yes, that makes us one of a kind. And we really have something very, very novel to offer to the world. But with that, you have an opportunity to build your own business, right? And to represent something, to bring something to market no one else has. But to do that, it's not just a matter of selling a widget. It's about becoming, right? It's about training yourself, right? It's having a mindset of a true entrepreneur, someone who is resilient and can withstand the winds of opposition. So to do that, start with your why. And I'm just going to share my screen real quick in closing, because I found actually a couple of quotes that I think are great to kind of go along with this. This goes back to my earlier point. I love this quote. It says, we must have a theme, a goal, and a purpose in our lives. If you don't know where you're aiming, you don't have a goal. So make sure that you have a goal and you aim for it, right? Don't be aimless. Aim for that goal. And lastly, action is the foundation to all success. So don't fall victim to sitting around singing Kumbaya and talking about how great this is and only get stuck at the vision. Get that vision and take action. Take action. I mean, I learned in school that showing up is 80% of the work, right? If you just show up, you're going to be okay. The people that struggle are the people that don't show up. So let's take action. Anyways, guys, I'm out of breath, but I wish you all the best of luck this month of October. Let's finish the year strong. I mean, really, if you want to finish the year strong and go into 2023 with some momentum, it doesn't start in December. It doesn't start November. It starts right now. We're the last trimester of the year, right? Get jogging, get running, get sprinting, so that when you get to November, December, into January, you're at 2 or 3 ranks higher than what you are now, right? And you're looking back, saying to yourself, where I am now in February, March, April 2023 at the rank of A11, A12, A13 is because I started to run in October, right? Finish strong. Anyways, guys, we like Stu said, you're really the center of our universe. We think about you and talk about you guys all day. I can't wait for you to see what we're coming out with here very soon. I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag, but I'm really excited to go into our 5th year, our 5-year anniversary here, the end of November. And you're gonna see and you're gonna feel kind of the next phase for Active. So guys, we're all in the right place at the right time, and we've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. So Stu, all that said, I'll turn the time back to you.
Thank you so much, Ryan. We missed you last week on our call, and we're grateful to have you on the call. I always take notes when you talk, but it's not just what you share, it's how you share it, your delivery. I don't know if you guys can feel the passion that Ryan has, and definitely we have great leaders in our company, you know, David Brown, Ryan Thompson, Angie, the passion that they have to lead this company only trickles down to everyone. You know, when Susie was talking, when Coco was talking, definitely the delivery, their passion, their why they're doing this. And I like what you said, Ryan, when you're saying that, you know, it starts with a vision, then it leads to attitude, to action, and action yields results that leads to a pattern. And the pattern, that's how successful people are successful. There is a pattern that you can trace back all the way back to their vision, their why. And so I love what you shared. And Ryan, by the way, what you share, I share with my football team as well. And it's definitely something that's parallel to whatever we do, because when you want to win, you want to succeed in winning. When you want to reach an A9 like Coco has recently, then there's a pattern, and you know, there's a way to succeed to that. And so it's definitely something that we can use in all of our lifestyle or our daily walk of life. And so thank you so much for sharing those things.
Thank you, Stu.
Before
hey,
I turn go ahead.
Hey, Stu, before we close the call, I appreciate what you're saying. I need to brag on you a little bit, because I think a lot of people hear you and they see you host this call every day, and they, you know, I know that a lot of you guys know Stu, but I got to brag on Stu just for a second, because I was actually blown away when I went to his house and to his town, because I realized that we are in the our VP of sales here, he is actually quite a rock star, and Stu and I, we've worked together as a team going back to probably 2009, right? Stu, that's when we met, 2009. And we had some great success back at a previous company. But Stu is the man. And what I mean, when you just brought up your football team, Stu is also a high school football coach, right? And his kids are collegiate players. Like, I mean, I'm talking full ride scholarship players. And I heard that, and you know, we talk about it in our corporate meetings sometimes. But it's really something else to meet them and to see this town that he lives in Hawaii, and to see these mammoth-sized banners and flags hanging all over the coastline of Oahu that say Red Raiders on them. And I didn't realize that's Stu's team. And the other day, I mean, I could go on and on, but Stu knows this story, but I got to tell everybody. There's a YouTube channel that I watch, and I like it. It's actually it's a guy that showcases new football talent, mostly amateur talent, mostly high school level, some college level talent, and it's a fun YouTube channel. And he goes around to lots of cities, mostly the Midwest and the South, and you see some pretty amazing up and coming players. Anyway, so I'm watching the other night. It's right before we went. It's probably 11:30 at night, and I'm like, "That's Kai Kai." And Kai Kai is Stu's son, who's a scholarship player. He's going to be a receiver for U of U next year as a freshman. And I keep watching it, and he's in it more and more. And then all of a sudden I see Stu. I see this football team doing a haka, and I'm like, oh man, this has got Stu written all over it. And there's Stu in the background. And this is one of my favorite channels to watch. And turns out Stu and his son have been featured multiple times on this. So, you know, I feel like a small person in the presence of giants sometimes, Stu, and when I hang out with you. So you are quite the character, and we're honored and we're blessed to have you in the company. So I wanted to just say that for everybody's benefit here. If you get a chance to travel to Oahu, you're going to be in Stu territory. So there, I said it. Now I'm done.
Well, definitely, you know, we've been blessed with the football team we have. I won't take you up on that off. Don't believe what Ryan says about that, but believe that if you guys do come to Oahu, you guys come to my side of the island on the North Shore. I will host you. I will take you around, whatever you need. The invitation is open.
That's right.
All right. So before I hand the time back to Angie, did anyone remember what our challenge was last week on our corporate call when we had 2 days left, right? There were 2 things that we challenged those on the call to do. Does anybody remember what those 2 challenges were based upon Ryan's kind of message he did the week before that? Does anybody remember those 2 things?
Getting out of your comfort zone.
Okay, keep expanding on that. There were 2 specific things that I talked about if you get out of your comfort zone. Karen?
Invite and do a presentation.
Yes, invite and present. Invite and present. Great job, Karen and Wyman. That is, anyone in the last 2 days of the month of September either invited someone or presented something. Anyone? And
I did.
Colleen, I see Colleen. I see Angela.
Angela.
I have. Diane has. Hey, Karen.
Susie did.
And how was it? Anybody want to share?
Sign them up.
Sign them up. Yes. Awesome.
Yeah. Customer.
Got a customer?
Designed to be a distributor. And I had dripped on this person some time ago, and they ran to me again. So after reading the information, so amazing. You just never stop dripping.
Wow. That's
I've
awesome.
been talking to this gal for about a year. Oh, okay, I didn't want to interrupt Angela. Anyway, are we ready? Sorry.
Yes, go ahead, Diane.
Well, had been talking to this gal basically ever since we got in, and I actually gave her Bottle a link, and so she came up to me, I don't know, about 3 months ago and said I would like to order, and so she did. She just got a 500 pack, so that's exciting for her. She couldn't even find her Optimus. She says, "I don't think you gave me anything." I said, "Well, look through your house," and she did. And so anyway, she came in. So I'm happy for her. It's going to change her. It already has, because I did give her some samples, and it did has changed her health already. So it's exciting, fun to share.
Great to hear. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. And that challenge was just issued with 2 days left in the month. Now we're at a new month. We have, 20 plus days remaining in this month of October. So I continue to challenge each and every one of you to invite and present the whole month of October. That is basically our theme for last month, was basically trying to get out of your comfort zone. And one of the ways to get out of your comfort zone is then to invite and present. So we'll be using that as our theme for this month. And as Ryan alluded to, if you have a vision, if you have your why, that why and that attitude will then lead into action, and that action then creates the results. And so we challenge each and every one of you to continue to invite and present to those that you come in contact with, those that you kind of thinking, oh, should I, shouldn't I, or whatever. It doesn't hurt to at least invite and present, and you'll see the results, and the patterns will start to manifest itself on that. And so thank you for those who shared. I wrote down your names, and we'll make sure we'll give you guys the product credit points for accepting and for doing the challenge that we had the last 2 days of September. So with that being said, Angie, I will turn the time over to you.
Okay, so since we're going to give points for to those people, then we're going to just we'll just do one name on the wheel of names. So this will be for 60 reward points, and it's much better with music. So let me do that one more time with some sound. Here we go. Okay, this will be for 60 reward points. All right, Kim Carnes, congratulations. I'll get the 60 reward points added to your account. And just a reminder again that we have our active schools this Saturday. So be sure to join us. It's going to be a great event. It starts at 9 a.m. Mountain Time, and we will see you guys on Saturday. Thanks, everyone.
All right.
Thanks, everyone. Have a great
Angie.
day.
Thanks, Stu. Take care, everybody. Have a great week. See you next
week.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, team.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, everyone.
Day. Thank you, Coco. Thank you, Susie, for sharing. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.
You're welcome.
Congratulations, everyone. Thanks.